Hi, it's Lynn from LynnieCDesigns. Thank you for joining me today. I'm coming on to show you how I make these 3D cube cards, pop-up cards. They fold flat, and I've made this so that it fits into one of our standard C5 envelopes. I made a larger version of this type of card for my niece for her 18th birthday, and I shared it online and somebody asked for instructions, so I thought I'd do a video. And I'm going to use some new products that are going to be available from Celebration from next week. So before I start waffling any further, I will flip over and show you what I'm doing. So this version, I've used some of the wonderful Expressions of Ink DSP. I've used some of the gold and rose metallic specialty paper, and I've also done a little bit of heat embossing, and this is from the Happiest Birthday. I'll put links on my blog, full detail photographs of this and links over on my blog so that you can see it. But today I'm going to use some of the Penguin Playmate DSP, which is absolutely gorgeous. If you can see all of that. This is one of the free items that you can get through Celebration, which is available from the 3rd of August through to the end of September. And this DSP is really cute. There are 6 different designs with sort of little cutesy animal, cartoony animals, polar bears, penguins, foxes, a few snowmen in there, rabbit on that one. And then on the flip side, there's some lovely designs, stripes, horizontal dots, you know, and then the trees. So I'm going to use some of that. That is going to be, I think that's going to be really, really popular. That actually coordinates with an item in the mini catalogue, and if you haven't got a copy of the mini catalogue, then please, and you haven't got a demonstrator, then please get in touch, and I would be very happy to send you a copy of the mini catalogue and the Celebration brochure. So this is Penguin Place, and it comes with a builder punch. Now I'm going to use some of the stamps just for the sentiments for the card today. Let me get my trimmer and I will show you rather than just try and describe it. So we've seen our fantastic trimmer. So this is 21 centimeters. I want to keep that, but I want to trim this down to 25 centimeters. Trim that down. I'm going to keep that bit, rotate it, make sure you don't have your blade, you don't want to cut it now, and then you want to score 5, 10, 15, 20, turn it back round, and you want to cut at 15, a little bit taller than a standard base, and then trim that to 5, and that gives you your 2 boxes, and that's the pieces that you need for your card. I'm decorating with some DSP. Now I've got 2 tall strips for the inside of the square, if I show for this side, and they are 4.7 by 14.7, and then I've got 4 squares. You can see on this one I've got there on both of those sides, and they measure 4.7 by 4.7. Those are those. And then I've got this DSP, so I've got here, here and here. So this measures 4.7 by 9.7, 2 of those, and then I've got 4 more of the squares, 4.7 squared. Now that means that I'm just coming in 3 millimeters from the actual panels that they're going onto. So if you wanted to, you know, you could put cardstock, a layer of cardstock underneath. They would be the measurements that I've given you, and then these would be 3 millimeters smaller, but I'm keeping it very simple. So we'll put those to the side just for the moment, and I will come on to here. Now I'm going to just quickly fold and burnish. I will write up some instructions for this, put this on my blog, so hopefully if you're interested, contact me and I will do a PDF instructions, and I would be happy to mail them out to you. So those are the pieces that we need. But before I put this together, I'm going to work out which is going to be the inside, and then I can stick the inside panels down before we actually glue it together. So let me think. I don't want to see, when that's popped open, I want to have that seam there because I don't want it visible at the back. So those are going to be my 2 panels that I'll stick those on to. How cute is that paper? And you don't really have to do this, but I think it finishes it off nicely. As I said on my intro, I have seen these cards made before. Sam, I think the first one I saw was Sam from Mixed Up Crafts. She's amazing and has some fantastic ideas and layouts. Somebody's woken up the dog. I've also Matuso Crafts, which is a fellow Stampin' Up demonstrators. Those guys are fabulous. I will leave links in the description box below to their channels. They are so talented. Did you see that? I just folded that over, added some glue and folded that over. So that's your base. There, let's pop that to one side for a moment. And the same with this. So I don't want, these cubes attach to there, but I don't want to see I suppose I could do it, stick it under there, but I don't want to see that, so I'm going to flip that so that the actual seam is there and that can add on there. But again, I want to add the inside, so I'm going to put across there and across there on that. And then we can stick those on. Hopefully this will come out, this video. All right. really am in awe of people that make lots of videos and they all seem completely seamless, because I find it quite tough. Even with practice. I mean, I've been making videos for a while now, but I don't seem to be getting very far. I'm not really getting an awful lot of views. I don't know where I'm going wrong. Maybe somebody could give me an idea, give me some answers. So I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on there, a little bit of glue on that one, and then just fold that over. Glue that down. So they are going to glue on there like that. Before we glue those down, we want to add the DSP. So I'm going to add the DSP on the top first. It's the tiniest of little borders, and as usual, because I'm on camera, I'm all fingers and thumbs. There we go. And then I'm going to have 2 and 2. And I think the only thing you really need to worry about is if you're going to put directional paper, then you might have to make sure that that's, you know, the trees are up the right way up, which is kind of what I'm doing here. It's so cute, this paper. Trying to put those on straight, and then that gets glued like that. And the easiest way I've found of doing it, and I use wet glue, that's my preferred glue, but you can use tear and tape or something else. And I put one on up to the seam, make sure it lines up, put the other one on. You just want to hold them in place, really. Give them a good squeeze, and then you want to bend them down, and there you have your basic pop-up. So that's now ready for decoration, and I will show you what I've done. I've cut a label. I've cut a label from the Hippo and Friends dies. I love the labels on these. I mean, you don't need to do a fancy label, but I've decided I wanted to. I've got some snowflakes, which is one of the So Many Snowflake dies, Again, you could use anything you wanted. I'm just going to use those to decorate a polar bear and a penguin, and I'm going to pop those onto that panel. But before I do, I want to create just a little bit of a background, and because this is fresh freesia, I'm just going to use some fresh freesia ink and my, you know that if you've watched my videos, you know I'm a little bit obsessed with the blending brushes, and I'm just going to go straight on there but very lightly. Just to add a little bit of colour. There we go. So start light and then just, you can add a little bit more pressure, add a little bit more ink, and just keep going like that. So that is fabulous. I'm going to use that and that. But it's covering up a lot of that pink, so I'm going to do a little bit more, give it a little bit more coverage on there, applying a little bit more pressure. There we go. That's it. The only other stamping I've got is the sentiments. Now I've die cut, and this is another label from the Hippo and Friends die set, and I just love them because they've all got some sort of stitching. That's stitching around that one, and that is little dots there. So I've got some Misty Moonlight, and I'm going to put Season's Greetings. Hopefully that's straight, and in the middle it is. That's a Minor Miracle. I've got a little scrap of card there, and again in Misty Moonlight I am going to be cool, be chill, be merry. It doesn't matter that that's not straight because I'm going to snip that out. So let's just put some glue on our polar bear. Now you could add dimensionals, but I want this to fold flat and go in easily into an envelope, so I'm not going to put too much dimension on these bits here. Bit of glue on the back. There's our little penguin. Let's get him down a little bit lower so the foot's not coming out of underneath him. I'll get my snips. I'm actually going to snip each of those bits off because I don't want it in one long strip. See if I can get them straight. Bit of a wobble there. I think I'm all right with these little bits because just one snip. If it's longer, then it's a little bit tricky. That didn't go very straight. Let's try and, this is where I go wrong. Oh no, it's all right. So there we go. That's good. Now I want to hang this off here. Now there's several ways you can do it. You can take a strip, and this is what's this? This is 8.5 by 1 centimetre. That is going to be on there. So yes, so 2 different ways. You can fold this in 3. This is how I do it anyway. I'm sure you could measure it and that's so that it meets roughly in the middle. And then I'm going to trim that down so that both of those are the same height. Squash them in. Both of them are the same height. And if I score that and score that, that goes on the back of there, glued. So let me do that. If I show you both ways, this is one way. We'll put this for the bit on the inside. You want to stick that in the middle. Of your sentiment. Make sure it is straight. And then let's just I'm going to put glue on that bit and glue on that bit. And then that is going to go in the middle there. And that then, I don't know if you can see that, that then pops out a little bit, but it folds flat when posting. So I think that's really clever. It's just, I love that. And then an alternative way, let's just add those, add a little bit of glue to the backs of those. And I guess we could have dimensional that. A little bit of dimension wouldn't have been a bad thing. Be merry. What is it? Oh dear, squeezed a bit of glue out. We'll have to deal with that. Fingers and thumbs. Be cool. Be chill. Be merry. Yeah, too much glue on that one came out. Just wipe it away. Nobody will know, eh? Ha! Only you if you're watching. Let me take a slurp of tea. Now, another way of doing it is to cut some circles, or you could, you know, use a couple of same labels, but circles will do. I've used one of our retired circle punches, but you could use anything actually. You could use ovals, as long as you can fold it in half. And then you want to, let's try not to put too much glue on. you want to put those together and then stick those on the reverse. Make sure that they attach. Put them on there, and then you want to have that on the seam. So put that down there, and you can see that that's attached on each side. You just want to apply a little bit of pressure, and then that, can you see, that's a really easy way. You can use anything as long as it's you could use acetate so it was hidden. And then I've just got simple decoration here, so I've got 4 die cut snowflakes, and I actually applied some of the adhesive sheets to the back of those snowflakes. So let me see if I can get it started on each of those using my take a pic tool. And I haven't actually taken out the middle bits of these. Could do if you wanted to. You could use some glimmer paper. I'm sure I've got some old. It's taken out the inside bits when I've taken that out, but it doesn't matter, does it? It's just a little bit of decoration. So that is on there, and by using the adhesive sheets you don't get glue everywhere like I did with that one. And there we go. I could pop out the rest of those little bits on all of them. So you can see the green underneath. Doesn't really matter, does it? There we go. Take those ones out, and then you've got plenty of room to write a message on the back. So that's a really cute, I think, Christmas card. That's my first Christmas card. Christmas cards in July on the last day. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Look on the description box below for all the details and the links to my blog and online store and other social media. Please give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe. See you again next week. Bye for now.